Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. We are here with Whip Wednesday. Although right at the beginning on Twitch's title it will say that we're going to be finishing kitting up, and on YouTube side it just says Stitch with me because I want to keep the titles clean, and they have less text over there as well. But oh, Olivia's still on. Hang on, Olivia should not be on. I had that for measurement because we're going to be working on this cherry magpie today. But I don't even know where that is on Twitch's side. Hang on. There it is. So we're going to be working on cherry magpie today. But I need to finish kitting up my what's it called it? It's literally there. Goes Back sampler from Bad Stitch, the one I showed off last week. So I had most of the threads. Ta-da, most of them. I just needed a few, and I needed an extra skein of this colour because this one looks a bit dangerously low. So I've just got a new, my bad, I didn't mean to make so much noise, I just got that. But I do have Cherry Magpie with me. It's just sitting over here. Here she is in all her glory. We'll be working on this in a bit. I just thought we'd finish doing this first because I also done, this is my current whip from Bad Stitch. I showed it to you the other day. Yeah, I can grab it again. It just involves having to stand up and reach in this box. Let's see. My short arms didn't fail me this time. So yeah, so this is her other pattern. Oh, you can actually see how brown it is. That's actually very accurate. That's how brown it is. Also, what's happened to my tension there? Ew. But this was the Night Blooms piece. So this is on her Patreon. You cannot get this anymore because it was exclusive to November. But where did that mark just come from? No idea. But the Ghost Bat sampler is on her Patreon right now, and that is BAD Stitch. Yeah, so, but this is that. I don't know, they will be coming to her Etsy at some point. I'm not sure what the difference is, if you know what I mean. Let me just put this back. Sorry. Camera, thank you. It's on autofocus at the moment. I will turn it off when we start actually stitching. Yeah, yesterday my head was really bad. I just had a really bad headache, and I also had this weird fog in my brain, so I was just not in the state to stream. But I'm feeling better, although I have a bit of a headache again, but you know, I was going to push through. Also, thank you for the luck, doctor. But these are the Pip and Chip floss drops. So they came, I got these a while ago. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you for the resub, Lil. 22 months. I swear you just did that the other day. Right. 20 days ago for 21 months. I guess it has been. Wow. But thank you, Lil. How are you doing today? Oh, I can show you my fabric for this. I was busy getting ready to go to the doctor's when we were messaging about fabrics and stuff. But there's my fabric for the ghost. No, I keep calling them ghost bat. No, they are ghost bat. I keep trying to call them gothic bat, but this is my fabric. It's an opalescent 36 count linen. So yeah, I'm going to be stitching it. I've opened it up to have a look at it already. I'm going to be stitching on the lightest part of this fabric, but it will just make, if I just show you the colours I already have done. Like, it's going to make those colours pop. But we still have all these ones to do, so less faffing, more threading. But the order turned up today for these, so I placed the order on Sunday. They were dispatched Monday and they're here today, so that's nice. And my 2 new Q snaps for my 2 full coverage projects that I need a Q snap for in February arrived, so I have that. I'm very well on track right now. But yeah, so this is how I do my organizing for my patterns. So I have a book, and this book has not every pattern. I haven't wrote every single one down, but ones I really want to work on. So that I like cross stitch on JedXStitch as well. And so what I do is in my storage system, I check my spreadsheet. So that's why some of these have 2 ticks. And the O is an order. So I know I've ordered that thread. So like this line means I don't have it according to my spreadsheet. It's not there. And then if it's say like, do I have an example on this page? No, I think I have an example on night blooms. Yeah, night blooms. According to my spreadsheet, I didn't have 311, but when we looked, I actually did. So like that's what I do. So I do a tick because that's what the spreadsheet says, and then I do a cross if it's not there. In the case of 3841, my spreadsheet said it was, and it wasn't. So that's why I said I need to go through it and sort it out one day. But I just write down all my threads that I need for a project so I can check my stash. Because it's easier to have this than it is the PDF, because this is easier for me. And again, look, I do my 2s like Zeds. See, consistent. This is going back to a conversation I had with Lumi on her stream last year now. Also, my desk mat is very hairy because Zelda's been up here scratching himself. So, apologies for the cat hair. So we are going to start backwards because she says grabbing the first colour. I should actually reorder these. Hang on. So I don't do the wrong one. And the stickers that have the DMC on it are the Pip and Chip stickers, but I'm running out of them. So I need to make my own. There we go. So that's why some of them have these stickers and some have the labels. It's because... So we'll just do this real quick, hopefully. And then we'll start actually stitching. It would help if I actually could grab the thread. I was doing this earlier, but I also had Zelda up here, and as you can imagine, that was a nightmare. Trying to sort thread out like this when you got a cat staring. I've made it to, so yesterday after I finished organising, what I was doing was I was sorting out my desk drawers, because I have a drawer that I fill with Patreon rewards, like the physical ones, like the prints and stickers and that I get from them. And my drawer was getting so full because there was just so much in there, because I haven't been, for the last like year, I haven't been like that great at putting them away when I get them. So I ended up finding, I have a second folder, and as I was going through I realised that I was actually going to fill this first folder out with all my CC ones. So I ended up at that CC Art Cafe. She used to go by Sissy Art Cafe, and then she found out that that's a slur in certain parts of the world. I think it is here in the UK. It's basically a term we use towards gay people in like a negative way, but you will still hear some people use it to mean like, it's like a way of saying someone's a coward, but derogatively, if I can even get that out my mouth properly. Right, so, oh no, we don't want that. So yeah, I have a spare skein of this, so that's going to go in the bag. So it's going to be a lot of going through, no, it's this one. Going through this pile to put these on. 53. 7. 7. That was the wrong way round. Oh no, it wasn't. It's fine. Now it's 16. Seems like this ring, I checked it, it was fine, and now it's not fine, but it's fine. We're just gonna put up with it. I need to get more of my favorite kind of rings. My favorite kind of rings are these. Whoopsies, sorry, I had that caught on the mic. Are these twisty ones, because they're flexible and this stops things from going through. Like, obviously I won't stop these because these holes are bigger, but these are nice for those. But these are the threads for Cherry Magpie. I wrote the DMC on the back because obviously these weren't charted for the Roxy Floss code, they were charted with DMC. So I wrote on there what the DMC is so I know which one it goes with. But you can also buy the thread pack on Evertote, because they now do the thread pack. I had to buy them individually from Evertote because there was no thread pack at the time. But now when I do Blueberry J, I can get the thread pack. In the description on my YouTube stream, it's in the links in there where to get the pattern from and the thread pack. And in the thread pack link, in the description of the thread pack on the website, it also has a link to the fabric, and they'll even tell you what size you need for what count you want to stitch it on. So that's very handy. And there's a new series they're doing that I really want to do, but I have to wait till I get paid. It's it's Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, the houses on Stitchery Lane. It's the series. I downloaded the free border, but I want to get the conversion because it just looks so good. See, this is what I struggle with kitting up, because I get these stupid knots. Well, we've started putting Zelda's probiotic powder in his biscuits, as well as putting his tummy treats and his dental treats in his biscuits. So he doesn't get the full recommended amount a day, because I don't want to do too much, so he gets about half the recommended amount a day. And he gets a full sachet of powder. And he's eating the biscuits, because we were getting a little annoyed with him because he wouldn't eat the food if we put it in the food. So I was like, well, put it in his biscuits, because he's always going to eat his biscuits. And he is a little turd. Yeah, I had my blood test today because if you remember, I had it on the 31st of December, but I had to redo them because for some reason they just weren't showing up. Not sure if it was because it was the 31st, it was like the end of the month and a year, or if someone dropped the ball. But something happened. Oh, so I need 987. Yeah, I had those redone today. Hopefully get the results tomorrow. Oh, we had the most confusing morning this morning. So I wake up to go have my shower and my watch is vibrating. And normally my watch vibrates like when my phone's ringing. And I look at my watch and it's a London-based number. And I was like, it must be the London hospital. I was like, they can leave a voicemail. I'm too tired to answer the phone because I would just sound like, hello. So I was like, it's fine. They'll leave a voicemail. And then I look at my phone and it's the taxi service we used to get me to my appointment, saying that they're outside. And I'm like, what do you mean they're outside? I was like, I don't have an appointment in London today. I don't have to go back till the 27th of March. I was like, what the hell? Because normally what happens is I'll get an appointment and then like a couple of weeks before my appointment, my mum will tend to phone the hospital because it's easier for her to do it than me, because my phone plays up so bad. Some days I get no signal, it's like I've got nothing. I have signal now, but there are days where I just don't. Whereas she always does, and yet we're on the same network. I don't understand. When I say the same network, I mean like the same carrier for our SIM. And so she phoned them up for me because, again, I was also really tired and I was really confused. So was she. So she phoned them up for me this morning and she asked, she phoned the taxi service and she was like, why was there a taxi sent for us? She was like, we didn't request one. And they were like, oh, the hospital booked it. Again, the only way the hospital books it is when we phone them up and ask for it. Because they were like, oh, do you have a booking number? And we were like, no, because again, normally when we phone, the person who books it gives us the booking reference. We didn't have that. So we were like, what the hell is going on? And then I started to worry because I was like, what if this stops me from getting to my appointments in the future because of this issue? Like, they bar me from service. And I was like, uh-oh. And we tried phoning the hospital. We can't get through to them. Like, we tried the person we normally go through, which is one of the doctor's secretaries. Couldn't get hold of her. Tried the gastro department. Couldn't get through to them for some reason. Like, it was ringing, but nobody was answering. So we were like, okay. And then I was also, whilst my mum was doing that, I was double checking my phone to see if maybe something had happened and they'd rearranged my appointment. But I was like, there's no way they would have rearranged because I would have got a message to say they had. And then I had this panic because every time my system gets updated in London, I get an email, and literally an email came through saying your record's been updated. And I was like, uh-oh. It was just about my doctor's appointment, because for some reason it's now linked to my GP practice. So that was a panic. But yeah, we have no idea what happened. Not a clue. But I felt so bad for that driver driving all the way down here, depending on where they had to come from, just to leave again, essentially empty-handed. But it wasn't my fault. If I'd booked it, me and my mum would have been up. Hi, Carly. But yeah, it was just one of those headache, stress-inducing mornings. And then that put me behind a bit for my shower because I was meant to get up and have a shower. I did have a shower, but I was meant to get up, have a shower, wash my hair, and then be ready to go for my doctor's appointment or for my blood test. How are you doing today, Carly? But that put us behind a bit because we spent like a good half an hour to a quarter of an hour. No, to 45 minutes, 3/4 of an hour. Trying to sort out this appointment, but oh, that's not even what I wanted yet. It's fine, I want this next. Then this is fine. See, this ring's just broke. This is why I don't like these anymore. 26. Oh, that's the next. Okay, we do that one next. Yeah. That's how my morning went. Very stress-inducing. Doing pretty good. How about you? I'm alright now. Like I just finished explaining, Carly. I was very stressed this morning. But I have no idea why the hospital booked a taxi for today when I didn't have anything going on, because I even went into my appointments and I looked, and the only appointment it had for that hospital was March. And I was like, yeah, they wouldn't have booked me another appointment. I was like, and I only have to go up to my local hospital in February. I was like, so there's nothing going on this month, hospital-wise. So I don't know if someone went to go book a taxi for March and somehow ended up in January and just clicked it. Not a clue. Glitch. I mean, it would have been nice if it was just a glitch, but the fact that someone turned up to pick me up made it worse. Like, if no one had turned up and it was like that, then that would have been a glitch. But the fact that a driver actually came out to come and get me, I felt really bad. And my mum went to go see if they were out there so she could let them know. But they had gone, and I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. They'd been there for nearly an hour. Sorry, been here the entire time, but was eating. The fabric is really pretty. And that's weird. Maybe a mess with the hospital, it would seem. So, like, maybe I just hope that someone else with the same name, like, not the same full name, but maybe the Emma part, had an appointment today and they didn't get to go because no taxi turned up for them. It was very stressful, just waking up and, like, I went to my nan and granddad's room and I was like, guys, what's going on? I felt like crying because I was, like, really stressed. And I just woke up, which does not add, like, which didn't help, and it added to the stress and the confusion. Because I was like, I don't have an appointment. I was like, I don't think I have an appointment. I was like, I'm screwed. Because they would have reminded me of when I had my toe surgery and they phoned here, the house, to ask if I had turned up because I wasn't at the hospital, yet I was in a different ward. But it's done. We're going to probably try and contact the hospital again tomorrow to be like, what the hell happened? We tried to contact you yesterday to ask, but nobody answered. But because we couldn't get through, we couldn't figure out. So my hair is strangling me today. Everything's annoying me. My hair is really getting on my nerves today as well. Not sitting right. But yeah, I'm finishing the first Bad Stitch piece I'm working on, which is Night Blooms, and then I'll be working on the Ghost Bat Sampler. All day yesterday, I kept calling it the Gothic Bat Sampler, and I was like, it's not called that. I was like, I know it's not called the Gothic Bat because they're not black bats, they're white bats. And I was like, ugh. Let me do this one and I'll put a picture of what it would look like. This one I'm currently kitting up. But how are you doing today, Lil? But yeah, I was annoyed that I had to cancel yesterday's stream because my head just was not feeling better. But maybe it's a good thing I'm in a bit of a down in terms of my health at the moment, because it means that my bloods might actually show something. The colour palette for this piece, I mean for both are really pretty, but this one, doesn't look like much at the moment because the rest are over there. But we have some pinks, some greens, some golden browns, some blues. What's the next colour? 824, 813. 794. 712. A little so-so today. My stomach is being iffy. That do suck. I'm sorry, little. Hopefully you'll feel better soon. You know, it's been so long since I've had to do this. I also need to do a stream one day where I do all my floss chips to put them on, because I have so many of these that don't have any threads on, and I have skeins to go on them. So we might do that one day. But hopefully this bit doesn't take so long. We are nearly done. We have 2 skeins left. Plus this one, and then 3 more to go on as well. So about 6 more colours. This is why I like my master set. Although like I said, I think I'm doing it wrong, because most people take lengths out of these. So they take like however many they need out, and then they'd use that rather than the whole thing. But I just find it easier to do the whole thing and then kit up any threads I might need. Like, I probably have almost the entire set of DMC maybe 3 times, if we include all the full coverage pieces. My thread's catching everything. It's like Nicola, simply a stitcher. She goes around. Hang on, my headphones are sliding again. She goes around like her house. No, not her house. She has around her house, in her stitchy spot, she has one of those plastic thread sorters, and she has all of those loaded with DMC, and she uses them for every project that isn't a kit. So that way, when she goes through, and she also has loads of cones of DMC because she used to work for Pain Free Crafts, so she used to do the kitting up for them. And when she, see, I hate these so much. So when she left, Sarah let her keep all the cones, because it'd been, even though she lives here in the UK as well, both Sarah lives in Scotland and Nicola lives in the England bit. It wouldn't have been like stupidly expensive to send them back, but Sarah can just get whole new ones, so she did. And so when Nicola needs to kit up a project or replenish her stash, she just takes from the cone. And I'm like, oh, she has those 500-gram cones? I'm like, I really want one, because I want one of every colour. If I had the money and the space, I'd have one of every colour. Then I would just kit up all my projects myself. Apparently they don't make, because they don't make the 100-gram cones in every DMC colour. It's like, oh. Nearly done. Luckily, because we aren't doing so many of these today, my nose isn't itchy from all the fibre dust. And I ripped some of my nails yesterday, like these this one, and this one are much shorter than the rest because I kept getting them caught. I really need to repaint these, but I might also cut them all. This one is not a wonky nail. It looks like it's just a nail that's going like that. There is an actual nail there. It's just come off, but it looks like my nail goes like that. It doesn't. That would bug me. It's backwards. My bad. 158 we can put on, and 151, and then we just have to do 19, and then that's this kit up, and then we can start this once I finish Night Blooms. And I can put, I've also been using this box. This is what my last threads for you order came in. So I'm using it to store all these because Zelda will eat them. I'm not kidding. When I opened this, because it rattled, he came running. Bring my project bag over so I can put my threads and that in there. Although I have to put them in the little baggies first. So that's the spare. But yeah, I will have to adjust the camera once I set up for Cherry Magpie, because it's gonna be too close. The camera might just go all wonky though, because it's a really lovely fabric and the camera sometimes struggles. So we'll see. As long as I can see what I'm doing, that's fine. See, I seem to have forgotten how naughty DMC can get when you're kitting up. And the fact that I used to do this for every full coverage, how did I still have fingers? Also, I think I've gotten so used to using shorter lengths with kits that when I use my regular length, it feels too long. Like, I started Night Blooms the other morning, Monday actually. I haven't worked on it since then because although I've been up early enough, I just haven't had the brain capacity to even think about stitching in the morning at the moment. Right, there we go. There's all our colours for Gothic. No, see, I told you I'd call it Gothic. For Ghost Bat Sampler. But I do love these floss chips. But I mean, I do also love the printed ones. They're very good for storing your thread on, but these are definitely much better for working threads. But yeah, these are all pip and chip, and even the stickers. So the ones of these that have the DMC sticker, they're the pip and chip ones as well. Right, so we'll put that in. That in there, and put that in there, but we'll put that one at the back. So they're segregated away so I don't get them mixed up, even though I don't think I will, but we never know with me. I get dogs and unicorns confused all the time. True story. And this book is just a regular pucker pad. See? And it has this is stickers, but it has, I use it to, like I said, keep track. I only started this someone last year, so it's not that full. But like, this is how I keep track of what projects I want to do. So actually, this has started late last year because that was my sister's project. Not last year, 2024, because I started that before I had my surgery. I think that was before my surgery. Is Yasmin's? I don't think it would be actually. Yasmin's gothic bat. That's why I keep confusing it with Yasmin's gothic bat. And then this was the start of 2025, because we have the Autumn Lane Stitchery Winter Wonderland, and then that. And then the Starry Night Black work, and then I have to do the Court of Crows. So all these ones are to be starts at some point. So these will all be seen at some point on here. That's finished. That's a start already. So some of these I have started. Yeah, because this is from the Midsummer Stitch. And then we have Blueberry J. No, we don't. That's something else. Then this is when I was kitting up the 6 portal, so that's what I was working out. And then I gave up writing them out because I got the kit instead. And then we have femurs and fungi, plants and petrichor, twigs and tea. Then there's a flower dragon. So again, this is what I do when kitting something up. So if you see lots of ticks on the page, that's because it's something I've actually kitted up. But again, so many patterns I want to do. So many. So many. And then this is my bookmark to help me remember night blooms. And then also I really want to do 11 rabbits. But yeah, it's also this, taking care of your new threads. Can't remember, I think this came from my sister. My sister bought something and it came with this, so she gave it to me. So I use it as a bookmark. Put this away. Right, now let me put Cherry Magpie. I might have to move the camera up. Hang on, you're gonna look at my monitor for a sec. Just, it's fine. I'm just gonna do, oh, you can look at Bumblebutt for a sec. Just so I can get this on without the camera getting in the way. Just enjoy Bumblebutt. He's in his witchy hat. Look, there he is. He's watching you. Done that all the way. I bet that was my mum. Now I need to stand up so that way, if anything of me gets shown, it's not my face. Ha 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 ha. I need to up this a bit. I don't even know where I'm working on this. Wait, no I do. It's right down here. There it is. Turn that off. I'm gonna break my leg one of these days sitting on it like that. Right, so there's Cherry Magpie. We're not going to do the pan keeper view because it's a small chart, like as I've said before, when it's a small chart we don't show. Well, the tension in this has gone a bit. I'm just going to take this out of the side clamp real quick because I need to tighten this. There we go. Sorry if you hear any squeaky noises, it is the way the frame is. Let's see. Maybe I turn that on? I mean, that helps you guys and me a little bit. Right, let me turn autofocus. That's the wrong thing. Let me turn autofocus off. Oops. Is that? I mean, I know you look. You can literally see. You can actually see underneath. Like you can see my hand. Like ooh. Okay. So the colours once again. I put my scissors. Oh, they're over there. There we go. The fabric you sent me a picture of, Little, this morning, was that the one you're planning to use for the ghost bats? I nearly called it gothic again. One day I will not make a mistake when I say this thing's name. The grey one? Yeah, I think it was the grey one. My mouse is gone. The one I said that was pretty and you were like, you've seen that fabric before. Unless that's the fabric for the Divine Beasts. But the grey one will look nice, I think. Yeah. Oh, no. Because I assume your message, like, but not before I finish something else, was alluding to you finishing the Divine Beasts first. Divine Beast fabric, yeah. I thought that's what I mean, it's still pretty. I see a little birdie on the fabric. Is this the right colour? It just looks a bit darker, but according to this, yes, it is. I must have just grabbed a darker strand. The problem with variegated floss, see? I must have grabbed one of the darker ones. Not that it matters, but it just made me confused because I was like, uh-oh, but it's the variegation. This is the only other problem with this fabric. It picks up everything because it's such a pretty colour. There's fluff on it. My eyes will take a little while to adjust to this, but dusk is such a dark colour. But yeah, this is a piece of 40 count Temptation. That's the colourway Temptation by Roxy Flosco. And the threads I'm using in the YouTube live stream, all this is in the description, but there is no such thing as a description on Twitch. But this is all from evertote.ca for Canada. And this is now available as a floss pack because, like I said, when I originally bought this, the threads, it wasn't, so I had to go on the website and find them all individually. So thank God for that there's a website, like that they're a thread pack now. And it's the same for Blueberry Jade. That I think I might buy it soon because I am nearly 50% of the way done. I'm not gonna start it though until this one's done. See, look, it's just picking everything up. But I love working on this piece. Even though after like 5 minutes I can't see anything, but everything's got a blue haze to it from how purple this fabric is. It's looking a bit more pink on camera, like it's a bright pink. It's a purple. I wonder if I turn that off. No, it still just looks pink. Never mind. But I do love me some 40 count. I don't know why, it just makes certain patterns look so tiny and dainty and cute. Though I think for some patterns, if I don't have a 32 count for it, it might go on a 36. Like for my Miss Teapot, Miss Coffee, and Miss Scissors series from Barbara Anna. Do you want too many there? I think I did. It did. Again, I look up and everything's blue. I had to remember that this is 2/2. Yeah, you're so used to 1/1 that you're like, this is no 2/2. That's how I felt last Wednesday when I was working on the Little Owl Patchwork cell. I was like, oh yeah, this is 2/2. This is why I like the higher counts, because the only thing I have to remember is it's over 2, because I'm just using one strand, so it doesn't matter. When you've worked on all these higher count fabrics and you look at 32/2, you're like, oh, it's so massive. Like, oh, why are we even sure this is 32 count 2/2? It looks like 11 count. But again, 40 count just makes this piece, I think it makes this piece look a lot better. Not to say that anyone who stitched this on the lower counts, it looks rubbish, but I just love the way this looks on 40 count. It's like there are some charts that I would never stitch on higher counts because they wouldn't look right. But it's, you know, that's the fun of cross stitch. It's all about personal preference. Like me stitching on 40 count, some people are like, nope, could never, would never, because it's too small. And then if someone said to me that they only stitched on like 12 count, I know that's not a real count, but pretend, or we'll go 14 count, then I'd be like, that's too big. That is way too big for me. So it's like, I really want to do the Starry Night Owl on a high count fabric, like a 28/2, which would make it 14. Or maybe I'll do it on 28/1, but I don't think it'll work. I mean, I bought some 20, I think it was 20 count fabric to do my, what's it called? The Four Seasons black work by Peppermint Purple, the 2024 Sal. And that reminds me, I need to download the 2026 ones, because I get so bad at downloading those free stitch alongs in that Facebook, like the black work ones, and then I want to do them and I have to go pay for them instead, and I'm like, not that there's anything wrong with paying for them, they do deserve to have money, but it's annoying because I should have downloaded them when they were free. So what I might do is once a month, because I might have to find out when they disappear, and then the week before or the week they disappear, I download the month one, because what they do is she does the 4 weeks, and then at the end of the month you get the monthly one, which is all 4, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I like that individual ones. So we'll just see. How am I going to do this? Sorry, I'm now looking at what's coming up next, and I'm like, oh god. Sometimes what I like to do when I'm really struggling with coming up with where something should go is I like to open the mock-up. I think I have it in this folder. I'm having to go into the folder it should be in. Where is my JedXStitch folder on this computer? There she is. Why did Microsoft Clipchamp just open? I didn't touch that. Okay, fine. It's fine, I closed it. This computer. Right. So we are here. Okay, I figured it out. I know what I'm going to do. Because sometimes looking at the pattern, it can be a bit difficult to plan your next move. Whereas seeing someone who's stitched it, so the mock-up, like the actual stitched mock-up, really helps. So that's what I like to do. I do it with almost every chart. I do it with Olivia's Hydrangeas and Death as well, like my full coverage ones, because I like to see whereabouts I am. It's like yesterday, I reached the tip of the leaf on her hat in the diagonal I'm currently working on. So when I work on that tomorrow, I've got 2 sections of that diagonal left, and then we'll be doing the next one, and that'll be more leaf. Right, so we want to do this. That way. Half stitch. Oh, actually, Look again. Okay. But if I could, I would stitch almost every pattern in Roxy Flossco and the linen. It's just so nice to work with. The only downside, and I've said this many a time, is having to frog it. When you frog it, it gets really bad real quick. But I want to stitch Jacob's, put a burb on it. I mean, you saw it in the book. With the threads and the fabric. I was worried on Saturday when I was working on the little acorn sow, because I thought I had done an over 2 over 1, like over 1 on the top bit but over 2 here, but it's because there was a slub of fabric that made it look like that's what I had done, because I was going crazy looking at it because this fabric is so dark. When I finish this strand, I'll grab it real quick so I can show you how dark it is, because it is stupidly dark. And even with this light on, it was a real struggle to see the holes. I actually grabbed my size 28 ball tipped needle to help me find the holes, because my other needle, which is one of these pony needles, was just not finding it. I wonder what colour that's going to appear as on the camera, considering this is more purple and it's looking hot pink. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry to anyone who's counting. Actually, I'm gonna half stitch. I also worked out how to get the Twitch, well, not the Twitch, the Discord link to come up on YouTube. So my Stream Deck app on, well, the software on the computer needed an update, and it wasn't downloading. For some reason, it just refused to do the update. It didn't matter how how often I was doing it. Like, it had to do it every day. Like, I was turning the computer on in the morning, and then it'd be like, I need to update. So I say, okay, you can update, and then it would get like 99% done, and then it'd be like, I'm not responding now, so bye. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, so I had to download the update from the official Elgato store. So I did that. It's now updated. I don't like it. I don't like the colour of it. Actually, I haven't done those as actual stitches. That one is. And I can now look for plugins on the Elgato software and not have to go to a new browser. So I looked on there to see if YouTube had one, and it did. And I can also press a button on my Elgato now to take me to my stream dashboard on YouTube. Though it seems like, I don't know if it's because when I set up yesterday I didn't stream, so it didn't save or something. But when I went to go do it today to set up for today's stream, it wasn't connected to my YouTube anymore. Well, it was, but it wasn't. Two, three, four, five, six. So I set it up so it opens the dashboard, and then I also have it so when I do my goodbye at the end, I can press both buttons and it will send a message between both Twitch and YouTube. But the one issue with this project is you do have to concentrate just a little bit more than you normally would, because it's a little easy to make counting mistakes. That's how all this, you see this lime green here? I had done all that last Wednesday. I'd done all of it and I was doing these blue bits and this wasn't lining up. I was off. So I had to rip it all out, back up to there, that one stitch. And I had to redo all of this, so that was fun. Right, now I've done all that. Not that it really mattered now to do all that, because we're going to start down here. Oops, I'm just punching everything. That's fine. And I was looking on Etsy last night, maybe for too long, for needle minders, because although I had a big collection of needle minders, because I keep 3, well technically 4, on every full coverage project, I'm slowly running out of needle minders. Because I like to have needle minders themed to my projects. So like I have a TARDIS one on my Doctor Who one, but I found some more Doctor Who related ones, so I'm gonna get those. Actually, I put that there. I'm just gonna stand up real quick to go grab my dusk fabric. It's still attached, that's good. So this is my modern folk embroidery one. That's actually pretty accurate, so that's where I am, and like that's all I've done. Again, it's in a scroll frame, so that's why it's a bit on the wonky side. But yeah. Although in this light, it's looking a bit green. on my end, but that's what it looks like. Again though, dark. Put this back. Sorry, just whacked the mic, so sorry. Did anyone see? It's too far. Now, I'm not sure if we'll get to the bird, the magpie, on stream today, because my plan is to fill in most of this side. So if I look at my mock-up, we have some some flowers coming up down here, like right down here. Right, this webcam was moved, but we'll just do that for a little bit. So yes, we have some flowers down here-ish, a little plant pot further down, and then a little picket fence here. And then there's some more of this design coming down here. And then there's a bit that goes up and round and connects to, you can't see, but there's a blue bit right here. Right there, it connects to that. But like, I don't know if I want to leave the bird till last on this. I guess we'll find out as I stitch on this. I also want my goal today to get to 50%. So whether or not we do that on stream, we'll see. But today, I can do it all today. Not the whole thing, I can't finish this today. That'd be about 6,000 stitches, maybe 5,000. I'm fast, but not that fast. Just having a little refueling. Now my blood test is out the way. All I have to worry about is my appointment in February with my GP first, because that's the 2nd. And then I have to go to the hospital for an appointment. I didn't get round to yesterday doing all my Patreon prints. Like, I had all my Chrysabug ones out to do. But they're sitting in my drawer right now because, like I said, I ran out of room. Not room, I ran out of time. Like, there's all my Chrysabug ones so far. This Persephone one is my wallpaper right now, but it's just her eyes peering at me. I should have had Persephone peer at you when I was sorting my my project out earlier. She was babysitting. The phone calls have significantly reduced. And an update, it was not him. I don't think I said this. Maybe I did, but it wasn't him. I know I was messaging Little Power last night, but I can't actually remember if I told the streams. Whoa, there's a big knot there. I look away, there's a big knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, one more. Yeah, it's just a company trying to harass us for more money that they're not getting because they got their money. But because they keep setting that, well, they kept setting their number as out of area, we couldn't block it. But I said to my granddad to contact the phone company because they should be able to see who it is. Because in police investigations, they can see these unknown numbers. Because it's, I don't know how they do it, but they can. But I was really tempted to let Spike go on one of his screaming rampages and just answer the phone and just hold it up to Spike so he could just scream down their ear. You want to stop unsolicited phone calls? Just get a conure who does nothing but scream. Also, I'm unsure whether I will be able to stream on the first Monday of February, because our ceiling saga is supposed to conclude on the 2nd. For those of you that are new here and weren't here during December, at the beginning of December, we had a tiny leak start in our ceiling, like it was just dripping. And because we live in a council house, we have to contact our local council to get them out to fix things. So we contact the council and we're like, hey, we have a leak, can someone come out to fix it? So the next day someone comes out to fix it and he cuts a small square, well, not a complete square, he cuts a square out of the ceiling, but it's so wonky. So he cuts it out and he can't find where the leak is, so he says that we need a carpenter to come out to cut a bigger hole in the ceiling so we can find it, and we're like, okay. But in that time the leak's getting worse. Instead of it dripping, it's now kind of like spurting out in like a direction. Like it wasn't coming out straight onto the floor, but it was just like pfft, out of the side. So we have to get someone else out. Someone else comes out and basically he fixes the leak, although he has to come out in 2 days in a row because he comes out one day and he says that he can't do much more until someone else comes out. They never turn up, so the next morning he brings his mate who's a carpenter, and he also leaves his tools here. And he gets really worried because the last time he left his tools somewhere, they went missing. But we wouldn't touch them because it comes out of his pocket. Like, if his tools goes missing, he has to pay for them. Not that we would have taken them if they didn't, but we don't need his tools. My granddad has many tools in his shed. So he was like, did anyone turn up? And we were like, no. And he was saying, no, of course they didn't. Of course they didn't. I was like, yep. So that's when he comes back the next day with his mate. And they fix the leak and all is done. And then we're told by the 29th of December. So again, this has all happened at the beginning of December. And so we're like, okay, we just have to wait till after Christmas for the hole to be fixed, which is fine. Bearing in mind we also have birds that need to be let out, but we haven't been able to let them out this whole time because of the hole in the ceiling. Well, technically there's 2 holes. One hole's about this sort of size, not this literal size, but one hole's like this and the other hole's like this. Again, not to scale. And then the other day, my sister was walking under the holes and she gets dripped on, like right on her head, and she's like, oh no. And she puts her hand up there and she's hoping it's just like condensation, but it's like it drips, and she's like, oh no. She's like, the leak's back. So they come up here, my sister and my granddad, they come up here, they go in our airing cupboard, and they find out that one of the pipes, although it had been sealed properly, the cover hadn't been put back on the pipe, which was causing it to leak. So they tighten it up a bit more just in case, and they put the cover on, and it's been fine. But again, the 29th came and went, and no one turned up. So we were calling and calling and calling, and again we were told the 2nd of February. And so that's where we are. We have to wait. It's been a very stressful Christmas period because the birds are doing nothing but scream. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but it was a very stressful Christmas period with the birds screaming because they want to be let out, but we can't let them out because if they get in the hole, because it's like between our floors, they can go anywhere in the house and they could get stuck and then they could sadly pass away. So we don't want that to happen. So for their safety, they have to be kept in their cages, and their cages are massive. They're not kept in like tiny cages. So it's not too bad, but it just sucks because they have to be kept in. Because there's no other room in this house that's safe enough for them to come out. And transporting them between rooms would be a nightmare. So hopefully that day I'll be able to update you guys on what's happening. I'll still schedule a stream that day just in case, and then if I don't stream, I don't. But I will not be happy if I cancel stream that day and then no one turns up. But this is the problem when houses are getting old. Like this house is, I know this isn't like one of the oldest houses in the UK, but it's like 50 years old or will be soon. Sorry, I could hear a noise. It's Molly cleaning herself again. Every time I hear a smacking noise, it's just Molly licking herself. And she's on the other side of the room to me and I can still hear her. But anyway, I was talking about needle minders and I got distracted. I was looking on Etsy for needle minders and I added way too many to my wish list. Some of them are on sale that I really want, and there's like only 1 or 2 left, so I might grab those ones because I really don't want to be spending much money right now, but I want the needle minders before they go out of stock in case they can't be made again or they take ages. Because I need some better needle minders for my full coverage patterns, because my Doctor Who one, I just need more magnets for that one especially. I need themed magnets. I need ones for death. Although I'm gonna keep the Grim Ripper on there because he's to do with seam ripping and he's a Grim Reaper. That's what I was trying to think of. And he's a froggy. But the other two are not themed right. And Olivia's high. Oh no, Olivia's got the frog one. I love the wooden pumpkin one I have. I do love the ones I have as well, from the bee one and the Too Many Projects, So Little Time. But I just need more. Basically, this metal trolley I have, if it's not covered in magnets, it's useless. Because like I said, I have 3 per project, like 3 per full coverage. Like this is what my wish list on Etsy is looking like right now. Ready? Let me find a Google thing. This is what my wish list is looking like on Etsy. Okay, so it's 2 and a bit pages, but it's just, and nobody buy any of these. If I see there's one left and it's gone, I'm gonna be very upset with you. But I need like these. But did you die? Like, all these are so great. This one's definitely me. I cross-stitch past my bedtime. Me sitting here till 2 o'clock in the morning, some days just stitching. And then I was looking at these floss drops from Kate Blanford. And then I heart stabbing things. And this is definitely me, queen of half-finished projects. But lots of these only have 1 or 2 left. So yeah, I need to grab them. I'm only gonna grab them if they're on sale though, because I don't want to be spending too much money right now. But it doesn't help when you add things to your wish list and then you get emails saying, hey, this shop's offering you a discount, and you're like, god damn it, I am weak when it comes to a discount. My post in the unconventional Facebook group of Olivia's hydrangeas is actually doing pretty well. Oh my god, there's a cross-stitch seller who is selling the Witchy Stitches pattern. Tut tut tut, look at this art thief. We're gonna put them on blast. Look at this art thief. This is Witchy Stitches vampire cap. It's called Vampire. It's missing the oval frame and the moon and the bats. But look at this blatant copy. Like, is that $2.93? Artin Dot Creations. Terrible. I bet half of their shop's stolen too. Because that's the way it goes with these people. They steal one thing, they steal everything else. But Witchy has sent them a not so nice message. Oh, someone in the comments says the entire shop is stolen art. Lovely. And the worst thing is Facebook. Not Facebook, sorry Facebook. You're just as bad, but we're not gonna slander you right now. I meant to say Etsy is just as bad. When it comes to these pattern thieves, I should say. If it's not AI slop, it's literally stolen. Oh, this has nothing to do with this. This just popped into my head because me and my mum were gushing over it earlier. Loungefly are bringing out a K-pop Demon Hunters bag of Susie. Well, it's of Derpy with Susie. And the eyes glow. And I might have to buy 2 because my mum wants one and I want one. But it's £90. And I'm like, oh no. And it comes with the little potted plant that gets knocked over. And it can actually like rotate. Oh, I need it. It's not out yet, so I've signed up to be notified. So I have to put £90 to the side. Maybe 108 in case my mum doesn't get the money in time, but they're gonna go like hotcakes. So if you see me one stream and I'm like, guys, I just need to disappear for like 2 minutes, that's what I'll be doing. I won't be doing it today though, unless they decide to release it today. Then I'm screwed. I don't have the money. So I mean, I do, but again, I shouldn't be spending the money. The The Moonbound Studio diamond painting was 80 odd quid, and I was like, ooh. I looked at my bank balance, I was like, eee. Last stitch, and then we skip and then do 2 more, and then we end the thread. Went looking for that shop, can't find it, or maybe they've been taken down. Or they've put it on vacation, maybe. Send me the name, I might have spelled it wrong. Hang on, I have to grab my keyboard from the other side of the desk. Let me I hate Facebook. Hang on, I have to find the witchy Facebook group again. There it is. Hang on, let me see if I can find it on Etsy, that might be quicker. Yeah, this is it. I found it. Here you go, little. I will send it to you. I was looking through their pages already. It definitely... I mean, it's got lots of Disney on it. Maybe they got rid of it. Because I don't see it on their shop. Yeah, they don't have it. I think they've got rid of it. Which is good, but like I said, they still have lots of other patterns on here. Like the Wicked Elphaba and Glinda, I have a feeling that obviously that's not theirs, but I don't know who the artist is. The problem is, some people just don't care if a shop they're buying from is stolen. Too many different styles as well. Yeah, that's another big indicator of a potential art thief. It's also a big indicator of AI generated patterns as well. Like there's just so much to keep an eye out on. I don't know what color. What should I do next? Should I fill in this bit? Not the bird, but the whatever these bits are in here. Actually, I might do the yellow. You can't see my finger is. The yellow. Because it's all the way, it's there. The yellow would be here. So if you look at the mock-up, the bird picture, there's a bit of yellow above its head and then all the way down here. I might do that. Found a collar for Hades. Huh, that's cute. With the little bat. Aww. That is a nice collar for Hades. Let's just angle that a bit so you can see. Do one more, just because I've gone over a gap. There we go. And then what I'll do is, because there's still a good length of this thread left, what I'll do is, instead of throwing this away, I mean I wouldn't anyway, but I will put it back on the floss card. But what I've done is I've punctured holes with my own hole punch, if I can get these ends to line up. Although before I start the next section, I might take a quick break. I suddenly need to use the bathroom. But I have a hole punch. I punched a hole through these myself. So let me just find the next. Oh, lemon curd. I think this was a colour in the. What's lemon curd a colour in? Actually, it might not have been. It might be a different lemon. It might have been lemon zest. But that's what we'll be working on next. So I'm going to take a quick break. Also, this is the middle of the pattern. Like right here is the middle. So yeah, I'm just going to take a quick break to go use the bathroom. When I come back, we'll start on lemon curd. So if you need to get up and stretch, now's your time to do so. Because I have half an hour till the next ad break. I don't think I can wait that long. So I'll be back shortly. Sorry. I'm back. Sorry, I had to sort my hair out as well. It's pulling in this one particular spot. And if I don't sort it out, I get really bad tension headaches. So I just had to do that as well. But I'm back now. We're going to start stitching with the lemon curd. We'll see if what I've got here will be long enough to do this bit. Let's see, I might just grab a new strand just because it would be safer. I'll use this if I need it for a small part. Because I just have this feeling that I'd start using it there and it wouldn't be enough. But yeah, I think every month going forward I might rotate between Death and Olivia. Like on the weekends maybe, because if I have a month where we're doing a stitchy event and I've already planned it all out and they don't fit the theme, they can just be on the weekend. Because as long as I'm doing the theme Monday to Friday on stream, it's fine. So I just haven't been able to put either of them down. I actually thought by now I might have got sick of working on Death, but I'm in the hair. If I was working on the scythe closer to the end of the month, then I probably would have put it down because that scythe was getting bad with its confetti and all that, and the colour changes. But I'm not. And Olivia is just getting good. But it's also nice to have a lot of small projects on the go, because it means that I get to take a break from working on, because the last few days my shoulders have actually been quite sore, and I think it's from the way I'm having to not hunch, I wouldn't say hunch, but scrunch my arms so I can stitch on my fabrics. Also, these Lowry stand clamps are slowly just rotating as I stitch. this thread has only come out once on this piece, I think. I think it was only the cherries. Though I'm starting to think that that wheel on the side was also this. It was. I've been loving seeing the progress in the Discord. There was a whip of Birth of Venus and I was like, oh my goodness. It's so good. It's making me want to start that one soon. Though I think we're doing a start along for that with Lumi when she decides to start it. Maybe it was just me that said that, because I know I have it. I think for Halloween this year, I'm gonna work on, because October is our scary month, where we're gonna work on horror pieces. I say horror, it could just be Halloween themed. So like I think I'm gonna get Samhain kitted up. No, this video I'm watching, she just called Oxfordshire. This is what I meant. Yesterday on Lumi's stream, she was playing a game and it had Shire in it, and she was talking about is it Shire, and I was like, it could be Sheer, because we get that. We have like, where's a place that has Sheer? Yorkshire, but it's spelt Shire. It's Sheer. But the game she was playing was a demo for Grimshire or Grimshire, but I think it might be Grimshire. Us Brits with our weird names, like we have Worcestershire. Yeah, I think I might have to start 2 JedXStitch charts. I was only going to start Shire, as in Shire Horse, or the Hobbit is more a Scottish thing, I think. Maybe, I mean, it probably is. Oh, there's this video, these shorts that keep appearing on YouTube, of this woman who's talking to, I don't know who the character's supposed to be. It could be, oh actually it might be Mary Queen of Scots, who's related to Queen Elizabeth I or Queen Victoria. She's related to one of those two. And it's a video where she's like she's asking a British woman for her prescription, and she's got such a heavy Scottish accent, the other woman's like, what? It's so funny when she's like, are you gonna write me my prescription? And she goes, or, but she rolls it. She's like, or. I can't do it. See, I told you I can't roll my tongue. She's like, or. And she's like, or what? Let me find it. So I can put it in the chats. It's this one. It is Mary. It literally says on the piece of paper, Mary Queen of Scots. But I never read the piece of paper. But I can understand everything. But for YouTube, no, for Twitch, sorry, this is the short. I need to. And then, just in case for YouTube, there it is as well. But it's just the way she's like, I need a prescription. And it's like, ugh. What she needs to do is just enunciate. But it's fine. Scots are a different breed. And I mean that in a good way. Though the more northern you go in England, towards Scotland, the faster they get when they speak. Although if you go to Devon, they're also stupidly fast at speaking, especially you can, oh, my brain's gone. What was I saying? It's gone, guys. I don't remember what I was about to say. Oh, when they do the auctions, they're like 25, 25, 30, 35, 45, 5, and it's like sold to the man in the back, and it's like, what? I've been to Edinburgh Castle once, in the tiny room where one of the queens gave birth. They put a mirror in the room so you can see as you aren't allowed in there. Maybe there's a plague in there and they just don't want another. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't want another plague wished upon. But I think, I don't know which, I might have to get you guys to help me pick which JedXStitch chart I start next, other than Blueberry J. Like, I don't know if I want to start, I mean I do know, but I don't know which one I just want to start first. 11 rabbits, not 11 dragons, 11 rabbits. Or I like cross stitch. Sorry, I just had to check because I thought that was touching. I thought this was touching and I was like, uh-oh, it's not, it's fine. It's the fabric playing tricks. Watch me end streams in an hour and I zoom through this and I get 600 plus stitches because talking slows me down apparently. It also doesn't help that I'm having to look round the webcam. It was Mary Queen of Scots. Yeah, I said it and then I saw the bit of paper and then I realised it was her. But my brain didn't, I didn't look at the paper the first time I saw it. But the way she's like, I'm just feeling like a little off, and it's like, what? You know, I just wanna, you know, just off myself. It's like, I'm really sorry, I don't know what you're saying. There's a whole collection of them on that YouTube channel in the shorts. I meant about the birthing room. Oh, it was Mary Queen of Scots' birthing room. Look at that. We both had the connection. Mary Queen of Scots was connected in both ways. One too many. I sent you the pic. The room really is tiny. Let's look at this tiny room. Wow, yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense why it's so tiny, because it's just to have a baby in. And I know this chair. I know none of you guys can see this, but the chair has a little rope on it. I know that's there to stop people from sitting in it, but it's fun to imagine that they would tie people into it. It's like, you're gonna give birth in this chair. Then there's just a portrait. Only the queen, a midwife, and some female attendants were allowed inside. Yeah. And just in case you forgot, it has an insignia on the top of the roof, just in case you forget you're royal. God, imagine giving birth in those days, because you could have passed away during childbirth, and then imagine you're a member of a royal family who's like in charge, and because you've died, your baby now becomes next in line. That would be terrifying, to know that you're new to the world, you're new to being a human in general, and when you get to like a certain age, they're just going to crown you, and then you have to run a country and have to know what you're doing. And it's like, there is no handbook, there is no guides to being royalty for dummies. I can't imagine that the bed was very big either to allow attendants in there. No, it's probably just big enough to fit her on. And then a little thing for the baby to go in. I think I've done that in one too many holes again. I did. Again, it's getting to the point where I can't see because the camera... When I was working over here, it was fine, but the camera's literally... It should be there. I'm really hunching my neck, which isn't doing my neck any good. So like a pair of scissors on your end. Right, there we go. We have done the first... I don't even know what that's supposed to be, what that symbol is. Back just looks like a little party. I mean, Mary became queen at 6 days old, exactly. Like, imagine that. No wonder she needs a bloody prescription. I'd need 20. I rattle already. I don't need to rattle more, but why not? If I was told I'd become queen in 6 days, I'd be like, yeah, give me all the... Start putting it in my milk, please. Because no thanks. The webcam is very wonky. Let me see if I can... There we go. It's a bit more straighter for you guys, so you're not looking at like you're twisting your neck. But I can't wait to... I know this year has only just started and I'm not trying to wish away the year. But I am excited to do a whip parade at the end of this year, because it'll be nice to look at all the projects that I've worked on this year and some of them are going to be ones I haven't touched for a few years. Again, I'm not saying this because I want this year to be done, because I really don't. It's just started. He's just a baby. Whoops, I went too far there. I was too excited to pull that thread, I just pulled it straight through. Oh, for God's sake. But I'm hoping this year to be more consistent with my floss tubes. My monthly ones. I want to have a video, other than the streams, I want to have, and again, I know it's a bit late saying this because January's nearly over, but I want to have a stitch with me, like a recorded one, not a live one, every week between floss tubes. And I just do ones where I just don't talk and it's just music, and some where I talk. Maybe not the whole time, just for a bit. Like I pick a topic and I just yap about that topic for as much as I can. But it's coming up with topics. After the AI topic, I still haven't done that one. The Imperial House of Japan holds the title for the world's oldest continuous royal bloodline. Oh no, I'm down a rabbit hole. Oopsies. I've sent Little down a rabbit hole. Whoopsies. No, you want to talk about a messed up royal family, the Habsburgs. It's that bad. They have a body part named after them, the Habsburg jaw. They are so inbred. Their bottom jaw sticks out. They have the worst overbite. Underbite, sorry. Overbite's the top teeth. Underbite. It's really bad. They actually can't chew their food. They actually have to have a royal chewer. Like, how embarrassing that you can't chew your own food and you have to rely on someone else to chew your food. I mean, it would work, because if it was poisoned, they would die and you wouldn't. But even so, the fact that if I ever had to have someone chew my food and then regurgitate like a bird, I'd be like, no thanks. I think I'll just starve to death. I'm good. Could you also imagine seeing the listing on the news board outside, like, the castle walls, like, hear ye, step right up and hear the latest. The Habsburgs are looking for a royal chewer. His Majesty the King can no longer chew his food due to a major underbite. You will be paid 5 shillings an hour. Anyone who is interested, please sign up at the castle. Thank you for your time. Could you just imagine that? Like, no thanks. Because how would you know if you've, like, what if you swallow a bit? Do you get just executed? Like, how dare you swallow the royal food? But it was an accident, I swear. That's too bad. 27 lashes for every chew. But Marie Antoinette had a slight underbite. She was part Habsburg. I belong to a Scottish clan on my mother's side. Apparently they have, or had, I'm not sure if they still do, a castle. Oh. I have a bit of Scottish and a bit of Irish in me. The Irish side comes from you know who. So I said to her when she told me, I was like, meh. I think the Scottish comes from my granddad's part. So my mum's side. I have Irish on my dad's side too. His great grandparents were Irish. I don't know about his side. I just pretend they don't exist. Considering in the 28 years I've been alive, they've never once tried to contact us of their own free will. I mean, it probably didn't help that he went around telling his side of the family that I wasn't his and that my mum slept around. But guess what? Guess how many kids my mum has? Again, the number of kids does not equal to sleeping around. But my mum only has 2 kids, me and my sister. My dad has many. Like I have a half brother and he doesn't speak to him because he doesn't want to. When I say he, I'm referring to the son. We even have a tartan. Yeah. Those are so cool because you can make a cross stitch out of them. Like if his mum was still alive today, she'd be very disappointed in him with the way he's treated me and my sister. Like me and my sister didn't know our biological nan on his side for a good while. It wasn't until like not long before she sadly passed away that we got to see her. We spent a week with her. And then it was like she was holding out to see us, and then that was it. I know that my aunt has the crest on her wall. Oh, it's well on with pride. My thread just got caught on my nail, but I think it was the chip in this polish. Again, I need to take it off. It's just so bad. I hate when it gets like this because then it breaks my nails. Sorry, I have the yawnies. I don't know why. I think it's because I had blood taken. Like, I don't feel tired. I think I'm just a bit run down with all the stress and everything. Normally when I start doing this, I need to listen to music, but I don't know if I open YouTube Music if you guys will be able to hear it. Although I could just open another YouTube. I might just do that actually. Gib. I need some actual music. Oh look, my stream's been recommended to me. How nice. Let's see if it will give me the music I want. I don't think it will. I would like... For some reason, right, I go on these parts where I listen to other people's like playlists, like the public playlists they have on YouTube Music, and I don't know how to say their name, but it's like Manskin, but it's got a little O above the A, like a little dot. Like you'd add a keychain to it, but it's like Manskin, but M-A-N-E skin. And the song's called Gossip, and for some reason it is just a earworm for me right now. Although when the person sings, he says throat as like a throat. And I'm like, oh. It could be an accent. Oh, it's tro, not throat, but tro. I could also be having a bit of a crash because of the way I was woken up this morning. I have never been so tired to awake with a phone call and a text. Oh no, YouTube Music stopped playing. Why is it stopped? Oh no, I don't want to switch. Just keep play. God damn it, did I mess it up? Where's the song that it was just playing? Whoopsies. I guess no music for me. I could just open Amazon. It's fine. I just need to find... Oh, it's right there. Okay, it wasn't the same picture, but we might just go from there. There we go. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to... I'll close my one and I'll reopen my Amazon Music. It's fine. That's my bad. Just wait for it to open. Just not gonna touch anything in case my computer freaks out. Is it gonna open? Maybe I'll just keep stitching. If the stream goes all funny, I'm very sorry. Does Amazon just not want to open for me right now? My computer is acting up, right? When I want something to open, it won't, but when I don't and I misclick, it opens. Oh, or you have to complain about something. Like I was saying to my mum yesterday, I was waiting for the Stream Deck update to go off, and it needed to do the firewall thing. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was listening to The Fate of Olivia. Not I was listening to The Life of a Showgirl. Sorry. Because I was listening to it because I've not heard the full album, but never mind. Right, I'm just gonna turn this music one right down just in case it tries to play through this. Yeah, see, because it's trying to. Okay. I just have to remember I'm streaming and to not sing. We'll do these 2 stitches and then we'll end this thread because it's getting a little short. What does the crest look like, little? Like your family crest? I didn't notice a knot in the back of this. Oh no. I wouldn't worry about it. There's a knot. I think there's a knot on here somewhere. There's a knot in my heids. So if you've already gone too far, don't worry about it. Anyway, okay, I'll have a look in a sec. Cool. Turn this back. so you can start to see. My keyboard is so hairy, guys, right? There is no point in me cleaning this keyboard out because Zelda just lays on it anyway. Ooh, it's very fancy. That is a fancy sun. And the little motto at the top, it's perfect. Oh, left-handedness. Oh. Oh, Lumi's stream's got a hum to it. I thought it was my computer. It's Lumi's. My aunt has that on her wall, but the motto is in Latin. Oh. Well, at least you know what it says now. She's playing Sleep Tokens. You might be hearing that. No, I can hear an actual hum. Like a sort of noise. I can hear it. It's like her mic's picking up a vibration. So I muted her for a sec to see if it was something else. No, it's definitely coming from her. I don't know if it's feedback off her mic. I think what it is I'm so sensitive to these sorts of sounds, it's affecting me more because I can hear it and I'm just like, I was like, what's this email from purchase? It's from Twitch. It's my 6-month subscription to Lumi. Thought that wasn't coming out for another few days. Rude. Oh, sorry, that was me putting my phone down. But the motifs in Jessica's work are so good. I forgot I have fruit pastels. Yes, I'm a child. No. No. Liking sweets. Oops. Wait. Oh, butts. That was supposed to... Oh, no, it's fine. I'm dumb. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just having a moment. It's all good. I'm getting all these stupid emails now. It's fine. I didn't pay attention to the pattern. My favourite, what people would consider a kid's sweet, are party rings. I ate so many of them when I was streaming in 2020. I would go through a packet in a day, like the strip, because I'd be like, I just want one, and then before you know it, I've ate the whole lot, and I'd be like, oops. But they're just so good. Also, I had to look it up when I was talking to Mum about this back then, because I was like, I remember there being a blue party ring. And she was like, there was never a blue party ring. I said, yes, there was, Mum. I was like, we had a pink, we had a white, we had a purple, a yellow, an orange, and we had a blue. And she was like, no, we didn't. And I looked it up, and we did. It was taken out because, I can't remember what it was now, but it was for some stupid reason. Like the artificial colouring. And I'm like, they got rid of the blue because they were blue with purple icing. And I was like, don't gaslight me, Mum. And she was like, I'm not. And I was like, no, I know you're not. But I always hate how we classify things as either for children or for adults. It's like, why can't adults enjoy things meant for children? To a certain degree. But why do certain things have to be for children only? Like, in terms of food items, like, why does it have to be for children? Like, why can't I, as a grown adult with my own money, buy the child junk food? Because what annoys me is when these companies, they make these really nice adult snacks and then they stop making them. Like, there were these go bars, like go ahead bars or whatever they were called, and I really liked them. I used to have them for breakfast, and I used to buy a bunch off Amazon because they sold them in Tesco's, but it was easier to get them off Amazon. And then one day they just stopped selling them. They just disappeared off the face of the earth with not a single notice. And I was so sad when I got to my last box and my last bar, and I was like, oh. Because I was trying to find a healthy breakfast that was like oaty, but I don't like oats because of the way they get in your teeth. But these ones are so nice. And now they're gone. My parents tried to tell me that Disney is only for kids. Yeah, okay. Now let me watch my feel-good animated cats movie. What's funny is, some people, I didn't even know this myself until I watched a video about it, but Sister Act 1 and 2 are Disney films. Disney bought a bunch of companies, as they are well known for, but they bought companies that did adult films, not in that kind of way, but they did more mature films, and they would use those. Sorry, my hair is pulling again, so I've taken my headphones off. It's really annoying. There's just one spot that it's pulling. But yeah, like, people didn't know it was Disney because there's no Disney label slapped on it. It wasn't till people found out, because it's the reason why Whoopi wouldn't promote it. It had something to do with Disney, but she refused to promote the film. So when people say Disney's for children, you can just point to things like Sister Act. But it does annoy me though when people like classify things as children only. Yes, there are definitely some things that should be for just children because they deserve to have their own spaces, but not other things. It's like when people try to gender children's toys. And it's like, oh no, you're a boy, you can't play with the Barbie, you gotta play with the Ken or the Action Men. And it's like, but I want to play with the Barbie. And it's like, but you can't because Barbies are for girls and you're not a girl, are you? And it's like, but I want to play with the Barbie. Like, why are we gendering toys meant for children? Whoopi Goldberg did not promote Sister Act is not entirely accurate for the original films, but she did have to withdraw from promoting starring in the West End stage musical adaptations due to personal and logistical issues. Look, I'm just saying what I heard from the video. Just take most things I say that I see from a video as not 100% rooted in truth. I finished watching it earlier, but I was listening to Michelle Bendy Stitchy, her floss tube, and she was talking about when you Google search for things, if you do the -AI, you don't get that AI pop up that comes up, like the AI summary. They took it out not long after. That you can't do that now. You can't do Whoopi Goldberg Disney -AI because you now get it regardless because they've patched it. And it's like, guys, please. Though in one of the Discords I'm in, apparently AI, like someone put in the AI channel about AI's bubble is gonna burst soon, and it's like, please make it tomorrow, please. Let it be tomorrow. Yeah, the AI boom could falter without wider adaptation, Microsoft chief Satya Nadella warns. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Oh yeah, I was told no to Disney, but it was fine for my brother to put on my sister's dresses. Rules for thee, but not for thee. I know it's rules for thee, but not for me, but rules for one and not the other. It really annoys me when parents treat their children differently. Sorry, now I'm looking in the Discord. Magusa! Sorry. Then again, I wasn't her child, so, oh. Yeah, again, I don't get why parents treat children, regardless of not if they're theirs, different. Because what annoys me is these same people want respect and they want you to treat them as if they're a god, but they won't treat you like you're a base, like with a basic human decency. And then they wonder why you don't listen to them, and it's like, well, maybe if you treated me like a person and not like an object, I'd treat you the same. But at the moment, I'm just giving you what I get. So you want to be treated like a person, treat me like one too. It's like me and my sister were both infantilized, like, by him. Like, he could not talk to us like we were two grown adults. He would always talk to us like we were children. And it didn't matter how old we were. Like, considering I was 27 last year. It just irritates me. Okay, now I have to do this upside down, so that's going to be fun. See how this goes. My planning. Like, I think it makes you a good parent if you can have someone else's child come into your house. Like, they might not be your biological child, but they're your partner's biological child, and you treat them as if they were your own. So you tell them off when they do something wrong, but you praise them when they've done something good, and you let them know and you make them feel so safe that when they do have issues and they don't feel comfortable going to, I don't want to say the actual parent, but to the biological parent, I'll say that instead, because I didn't want to come off as ew, that they can come to you for things as well, especially if it's a woman and a girl, you know, because if the dad doesn't want to talk about the gross things like periods and stuff, and puberty in general, and so they don't have that mother figure when they're not at home. To give them that mother figure, I think, takes a lot of work, where they feel safe enough to come to you for anything. Bella Fiore's latest case broke my heart for that mother, with the amount of people blaming her when it was the first crime of its type in Australia. Oh, where's that? How far have I got to go to that? Which playlist is it in is the problem. Oh, there. Carly Ryan. I'm not that behind. I'm 68 behind in that playlist. Oh god, this goes all the way down. Okay. I also hate in cases where the parents get the blame when it wasn't their fault. Like, yeah, give them hell when it's actually their fault and it's, you know, they caused it to happen. But when it's a case of, and I don't want to say problematic teenager or anything, but when it's a case of a teenager, you know, exploring breaking boundaries, and then something really bad happens because of it, and the parents do everything they can to try and find them, it really sucks, because the parents already blame themselves. They don't need the whole world or the whole country to tell them that they failed. It's like that poor woman who was made to be crazy. Like, she was made out to be crazy because she was claiming the dingo ate her baby, and then it turns out a dingo did eat her baby. But the police were trying to say that she killed her baby and covered up by claiming the dingo ate it. And then they found out, no, actually, the dingo did eat the baby. It's the actions of the killer that made me feel sick. Well, I look forward to getting to that one. It's like the Israel Keys case. My mum was watching it on telly, and I think she might have known what was happening, like what had happened originally, but I don't think she actually fully knew, and I had to tell her about what he did to his poor victim. Because I was watching the whole program going like, I think I recognize this case. And I was like, well, I don't want to say anything in case I'm wrong and I say something and I think I know that case. It's the one where he kills this woman, but he fakes the whole kidnapping of her. Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, he fakes the whole kidnapping of her, and then to post a proof of life of her, he takes a picture with her eyes open and that day's newspaper. So everyone was like, oh, it's fine. Turns out she'd actually been dead the whole time. Like, not long after he abducted her, she was dead. And he'd actually sewn her eyes open so she wouldn't look dead in the picture. And he had a girlfriend. Like, the whole time that was going on, he had a girlfriend. And I think a daughter? I could be getting that bit wrong, but I'm pretty sure. What have I done? This looks wrong, but I don't think it is. Wait. It is wrong. That's why it looks wrong. I told you it's hard to do this upside down. Because I did this. And then it should have been down more. It's fine. I told you doing it down is confusing. Now we need to be gentle with this. But like, I was watching it and it wasn't until we got to the newspaper I was like, oh, I know this case. And I don't think they told you specifically what he had done, because it was one of the ones that was on during the day. And I was like, what he did to her was sick. And Mum goes, what? And I said, let me see if they'll tell you. And if they go, when they go to the ad breaks, if they haven't, I'll tell you. And I don't think they did, or they glossed over it. Because again, it was daytime telly, not past the watershed at night. So took the coward's way too. At least Lucifer will make him suffer. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those cases where it's like the fact that he desecrated her corpse. I mean, regardless of not if she was alive at the time, it's disgusting to desecrate anyone's corpse. But the fact that he tried to get all this money out of her parents by making her seem alive, and then he went on holiday and he left her body, and then she started to decompose. And apparently the pictures you can find online are the real ones, because they wouldn't show them. So I went to go show my mum, because I was like, I've seen them before. And then I stumbled upon a Reddit thread where people were debating if they were real or not. He was in the army too, wasn't he? And his kill kits all over the place. Yeah, he had kill kits in places. I wish I had the brain power to do Stitch With Me, where I talked about true crime cases. The problem is I just spend most of the time doing this and not actually just stitching. I just be using my fingers to be like, how? Okay, I think I can pause my music now. I think I've woken up enough. Told you, I just need to listen to music for a little bit and I wake up. But yeah, it was, he's just a scumbag. I mean, he's lots of powerful words that are negative. But you know, there are some disgusting men out there who have gone on to commit atrocious crimes, not crimes, crimes against both women and children. And it disgusts me when they have a partner and or children, and it's like, you have kids and you're doing this to other children. It's like, I was talking to my mom about how there'll be times where a man will be a kiddie diddler, but they won't touch their children. They won't do it to their children, but they'll get their children to bring their friends home so they can do it to them. Oh, that reminds me, I might need to message you after stream for this one. Oh. Oh. Which will probably be soon. I'll probably finish, although the last ad break is about to start, I'll probably finish this section. Or this strand. $3 has gone by so quick, and look at the progresso I've done. I mean, I don't have much. I did all this green and this yellow in 3 hours. Again, I'm much faster in 3 hours when I'm not streaming. But yeah, I might get those of you who are on. I might have to do not a Facebook. Ignored that. I was gonna say a Facebook. I meant a YouTube poll and a Discord poll about which JedXStitch to kit up. Because if I order from Everto, I can ask Hannah to do a conversion for me because I want to stitch it in Roxy Fosco. And I know the fabric I'm going to stitch it on. I'm going to stitch it on their pub crawl. I don't know what fabric for that I like cross stitch. For 11 rabbits pub crawl, I've done 109 stitches. But you're also nursing a bad tummy, so and you're doing 2/2, so you're concentrating a bit more. I think 1/2 on 40 count isn't that bad from 28. Like, it's not as much of a difference. I'm home. Hi again. Hi, doctor. How are you doing today? Hope you enjoyed your little outing. Guys, I might have jinxed it when I said our phone hasn't been ringing as much. My bad. I should just shut up and not say these kinds of things. I don't know why, but today doesn't feel like Wednesday. Like, in Amanda's Discord, she posted a Whip Wednesday on her blue sky, and I was like, what? It's not Wednesday. I look at our clock that has the day on it, and I'm like, oh, it is Wednesday. It feels like a Monday. I don't know why. It just feels like a Monday to me today. I'm feeling 4 out of 10 today, better than yesterday and the day before. Well, that's good that you're slowly feeling better every day. It just doesn't help that we're starting another year off and the weather's bad. I'm happy to see you. Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. Need to figure out where I'm going next on this piece. Oh, actually, that works perfectly. Yeah, we're just finishing this thread up, and then we'll have a quick chat about the two Jessica projects. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do this because it's partial. It's part of this, one of these, but it's a partial one. So we've got the 3 there. Then we've got a bit of this one, the whole of this bottom one, and then a bit of that. And it's like, where do I go? I hoovered my tent. It's ready for my next vacation. Oh, you planning to go somewhere nice? Not yet. Way too cold. Yeah. There's a Belgium Science Festival I like. Oh. And you can go camping there? This will be the last stitch I think we'll get out this thread. Yes, I can. Oh, that's amazing. Do you know, I've never been camping. Just park it there. When I work on this piece, I like to park my thread even though there's no thread parked there, so I know where I'm starting from, because otherwise I get confused. Like, that's what's so nice about the parking on these programs. I can park a thread, but there is no thread there. It's just my starting spot for next time. But we are done stitching on this on stream today. I'm going to take a little break and then stitch on this some more once stream finishes. But real quick, like I said, I wanted to show you guys the two charts. I mean, you've seen them before, but oh, for God's sake, these scissors and these magnets. Let's see if I can bring. So there's the whole piece. So like I said, today we did this green here. We did all this green and we've done this yellow, and I'm going to continue doing that after. So let me just switch to the full screen pattern keeper real quick. Right, and I'll just put this somewhere. For now. Okay, let me just move the webcam up. I didn't turn the light off. There we go. Yeah, so I have right at the bottom these two charts right here from JedXStitch. So it's 11 rabbits. I want to show you the PDF bit so I can show you this is an actual stitched model. Like, look, you can see stitches. Again, this is not pop crawl fabric. But if I go to Evertote real quick, I scroll down, and then I bring up this. Oh, it's behind the full screen pattern keeper. Hang on. So this is pub crawl. Like, doesn't that look like it will go with that? Again though, I don't know about the threads. I would have to message Hannah to see if I can get a conversion, because there's just, all of this is so pretty. Like the little horse, well, it's a unicorn, the little unicorn, the bunnies everywhere, and the dragon, and then the other one is I like cross stitch. It's on a weird, it's on a light pink fabric, so I wouldn't know which one to stitch it on, but these colours, look at the little swan. So I wouldn't know which one of these. I'm going to stitch them both eventually, but I don't know which one to start soon. Because what I want to do is when I buy the fabric and threads for this, I'm going to get the conversion for one of them. Look at this. This is so good. And some of the motifs in this are the same, like this bit with the I don't know what these are, the blueberries maybe. This one is very cherry magpie. This is actually its sister piece, Blueberry J. So I'm not buying this until I have the chart, obviously, but I'm not buying the fabric and threads until I finish Cherry Magpie. But yeah, these two are like sister pieces. They're not ones that can go together, but they're sister pieces in the sense that they're from the same series. So there might be in one day another bird and another fruit or a berry. Because I just love this, like the little baskets, the berries, the Blueberry Jay himself. Well, the Jay, not the blueberry. He's a blue jay. Because again, here's my one. This is what I'm working on. Strawberry, maybe. But what would be the Cherry Magpie Blueberry Jay, strawberry pigeon, maybe? Who knows? It depends on what she comes up with. But yeah, so again, so this is the only motif I think that really repeats. Maybe the basket, but I know this is in there, but it's a bit different. So this is where I am now. We're getting onto this bit. Because I think, like I said, I want to do all this and leave this bird till last. Got to fill in the basket, so when I'm done I need to go back through these colours and fill in the basket. But yeah, I might make a poll, or I'll decide tonight. I'm not going to buy anything tonight, I'm just going to think about it, I think. But anyway, that is me done for today, unfortunately. It's very sad. My stream is done. It's been 3 hours. It doesn't feel like it's been 3 hours. I feel like I just started. But nope, 3 hours it has been. It's very unfortunate. But don't worry, I will be back tomorrow. I will be working on Olivia. And then Friday it's more death, and then the weekend. And then I'll be back next week. But yeah, I want to thank you for coming. I appreciate every single one of you, whether you were here all the time, part of the time, some of the time, or none of the time, because you are lurking. I do appreciate those of you that are lurking. Those of you that are on YouTube, I did figure out how to get it so I can post my Discord link in there without having to copy and paste it every time. I did it. Oh, you put an E in there. There we go. So those of you that are on Twitch, you can use the Discord link that Doctor just put in. But those of you that are on YouTube, yeah, join my server. Wait, did it go off? My fat fingered. Sorry, don't worry about it, Doctor. It's fine. Did it go off? Let me bring it over. I can't tell. It did. Haha. It did. It went off. It's just I didn't see it in the chat bot I'm using for YouTube. I had to go find the YouTube itself. But yeah, also my Instagram, I posted yesterday. I posted my Wednesday progress for Cherry Magpie the previous Cherry Magpie Wednesdays, the 7th, and then the 14th. I posted 2 Whip Wednesday pieces. I saw it and liked it. Yeah, I got the notification that you liked it. Thank you, Doctor. Cherry Magpie and Little Owl Patchwork Owl. So that's what I'll probably do once, after a couple of Wednesdays, I'll post my Wednesday pieces together like that. And then I'll just keep posting Olivia and Death separately rather than doing them like that too, because I think people get confused. Because the Wednesday ones are smaller, so they can go in the same post. But yeah, I'm posting more consistently on Instagram, although the algorithm is not liking me at the moment because I took a 3-year break. A 3-year break. So yeah, but I'm posting as regularly as I can. I don't want to post, I should be posting every single day really, but I want to catch up first. So it might take January to catch up with the January posts. And then, I don't know why I scrolled away. I was on Cherry Magpie and then I scrolled all the way away from it. I'm working on that still. It is hard, yeah, it is. When I get into a routine, it'll be fine because I post. The problem is, I don't want to post my Instagram posts when I post every other picture I post, because those are at like 1 o'clock in the morning. And because I'm in the UK, the algorithm might get confused if I start posting at 1-2 o'clock. So it's easier for me to post the day after. So like January, I'm going to catch up, and then from February, I'll post the day after. So Monday will be on Tuesday it'll be Monday, and Wednesday will be Tuesday. So I'm only like a day behind, so to speak, although I wouldn't be, but I'll figure it out. The only thing I need Instagram to have scheduling. That would help me out. I know there are other programs that you can use to do it, but I want it to be built into Instagram because that would help if I could just schedule some posts, they post when they're supposed to, and I don't have to worry. Because again, there are third-party companies out there that you can use, but most of them require you to have a subscription or to pay for it in some way, and I'm like, I don't really want to. So one day, hopefully, Instagram will. But anyway, like I said, that's it. I am done. I'm gonna take a quick break from stitching, and then I will be back to working on Cherry Magpie off stream though. So as always, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and you stay safe, you stay warm, you stay cool. Any of those that apply, you pick which one applies to you. And as I said just now, I will be back tomorrow with Olivia's hydrangeas. We are 2 sections away from finishing that diagonal, so I'll probably finish that on stream tomorrow and start the next one, and then we get more of that leaf because the leaf is coming in. Exciting. And then Friday, like I just said, it's death, so we'll be getting into that skull again, and then maybe her hair. If not, I'll get into hair off stream on Friday, and then it'll be the weekend, and then there's no streams for the weekend, and then we're on our last week of January, right? Yeah, it's so weird, isn't it? Also, I don't know why I put a red dot on the YouTube stream for the floss tube day to record. That was silly of me, but we can all disregard the red dots on there now. So yeah. And then it'll be February, and then it'll be full coverage February, so that's going to be fun. And what I'll probably do on those streams, well, once the streams are done, I'll probably just work on smaller things off stream, or maybe on the weekends. No, actually, I've already got the weekends planned. Maybe I'll work on them off streams, that way I can rest a bit. But yeah, anyway, before I ramble on for long enough, we have another ad break. I'm gonna go, and I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope you have a lovely Thursday. Again, I had to remember what day it is tomorrow. And I hope you have a lovely Thursday, and I hope to see you back here in a stream sometime soon. So with all that said, take care everyone, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.